Hi, I'm Ishan for FTC Live, and today I'm going to be interviewing Team 4634, the Frogbots from Virginia. And they've got a really cool robot, and they've been able to score consistently ciphers and relics. And so today, Frogbots are going to talk to me a little bit about their glyph mechanism.
So our glyph mechanism consists of 4 wheels total, but we mainly rely off these 2 up front. Now, these 2 up front are a bit intricate in how we had to put them. They actually move freely on an axle up here, and we have surgical tubing to pull them in, kind of like a suspension system, so that they can flex with cubes that kind of go more on one side, or they go in at an angle so they're too wide, and then they straighten them. Then we have these little bars inside, keep them straight as they go through, and if all goes wrong, then we have these little wheels on the inside that flip in, and they help pull it in the rest of the way. Now, these also straighten, and they pull them through back, or to the back, and that's our intake. We then have the flipper board, which we call it, or flipper. This is what we use to place glyphs into the crypto box. Now, this is kind of like how you would see a landing craft on an airplane, on how it locks and how it is pushed forwards. So initially, we just had a servo and an axle that was directly mounted to this, but the impact force from running into the crypto box would break it almost every time. And we went through like 6 $200 servos, which kind of gets a little pricey. So our coaches were like, that's it, we're not buying any more of these, so you guys either got to change the design or we're not going to MTI. So here we are, so we clearly had to change the design. And here we have the servo down here, which pushes it up, which is then spring assisted to keep this placed. And then we have a locking mechanism, so how much you push it, it doesn't go down. Anything else?
So you wanted to talk about a little bit of the sensors that you use on your glyph mechanism. Could you explain that to us?
So on our glyph mechanism, we typically just rely off looking for the electrical sensitivity in here. So when a lot of torque gets built up in these, or they start spinning faster or slower, we can tell, and then we'll know if we picked up a glyph or not. We used that in our autonomous when we had a multi-glyph autonomous, and that's how we would sense if we picked one up. Now we also have this IR sensors, IR proximity somethings. And typically you would use these to detect like heat or something, but they actually determine the color of the glyphs pretty well. It allows us to tell if the glyph is brown or if it's gray. Now this is a problem, as you can see, for the 18-inch, because this is our big line for the 18-inch. So this has to flop in majority of the time. But once the match starts and it initializes, it'll scan and it'll flop back up so it's out of the way. And it's right out of the way for this to move up and down.
That's awesome. I really like how you're able to combine sensors and different things that are built into the robot to make your glyph mechanism efficient. So here at MTI, you were picked as a second pick by the Second Alliance, the Brain Alliance, as it's going to be known, and you actually have a shot at winning it all.
Yeah.
You could easily win it all. You beat out the number 1 team in one of your matches. You made them defeated, and I think you have a great shot. So good luck to you. I'm Ishan, and I'm signing off from FTC Live. See you next time.